My sister told everyone at Christmas dinner, "You're adopted anyway, stop pretending you're family." I just smiled and revealed the DNA test I'd taken of both of us. Now the whole family's calling me non-stop. I, 26 male, just ruined Christmas. Or saved it. Depends who you ask. Background: I'm the youngest of 3 kids. Brother Nolan, 29, is the peacekeeper. Sister Gretchen, 28, well, she's Gretchen. Always been Mom's favorite, always reminded me I didn't belong. Growing up, Gretchen had this fun game. Whenever I achieved something, she'd whisper, "Too bad it doesn't count. You're not real family anyway." Got into honors classes, smart for an adopted kid. Made varsity tennis, good thing they needed diversity. I asked Mom about it once when I was 12. She laughed it off. Gretchen's just jealous. Of course you're not adopted, sweetie. But the comments never stopped. Family photos, Gretchen would point out how I looked nothing like them. How my olive skin and dark hair stood out against their fair features. How I was, obviously, the charity case Mom took in. Thing is, I started wondering if she was right. Found no baby pictures of me before 6 months old. My birth certificate looked different from theirs, different hospital, different format. Mom always changed the subject when I asked. So 3 months ago, I bought a DNA test. Not just for me. For all 3 of us kids. See, Gretchen has this nasty habit of leaving her coffee cups everywhere. Nolan's always shedding on everything. Dude needs better shampoo. Getting samples was easy. Sent them off to 2 different companies for accuracy. The results came back 2 weeks before Christmas. I read them, reread them, then laughed until I cried. Christmas dinner. Full extended family. 23 people crammed around Mom's dining room and folding tables. Gretchen's holding court as usual, bragging about her promotion at the bank. Then cousin Andrea complimented my new job at the tech startup. Good salary, stock options, the works. Gretchen's face soured. Well, isn't that nice? Mom and Dad's charity case finally made something of himself. The table went quiet. Mom, Gretchen, apologize right now. Gretchen smirking. For what? Speaking the truth? Come on, Mom. He's 26. He can handle knowing he's adopted. You're not protecting him anymore. That's enough. Is it? We all pretend like he belongs here, but look at him. He looks nothing like us. Acts nothing like us. Face it, Kai, you're adopted. Stop pretending you're family. 23 people staring, waiting for my reaction. I smiled, reached into my jacket pocket. You know what, Gretchen? You're right. I did take a DNA test. Mom gasped. Kai, you didn't need to. No, Mom. I did, because I was tired of the questions, tired of the doubts, tired of Gretchen's crap. I pulled out the printed results. So I tested myself, and just to be thorough, I tested Gretchen and Nolan too. Gretchen's smirk faltered. You what? Coffee cups and hair samples. Amazing what people leave lying around. That's illegal. Actually, it's not. Discarded DNA has no expectation of privacy. I checked. I laid the first paper on the table. My results. 0% DNA match to Mom. 0% to Dad. Gretchen's smirk returned. See, I told you all. I'm not finished. I laid down the second paper. Nolan's results. 49.8% match to Mom. 48.7% match to Dad. Exactly what you'd expect for a biological child. Then I placed the third paper down. Slow. Deliberate. Gretchen's results. The room held its breath. 0% match to Mom, 0% match to Dad. But here's the interesting part. I pulled out another sheet. 23.4% match to me. The exact percentage for half-siblings. You could hear a pin drop. Gretchen grabbed the paper. Read it. Her face went white. This is fake. You faked this. I used 2 companies, Genome Link and Ancestry DNA. Both confirmed the same results. Want to see the email confirmations? The tracking numbers? The security verification codes? Mom stood up so fast her chair fell over. We need to talk. Kitchen. Now. Both of you. But I wasn't done. You know what the really interesting part is? The ethnic breakdown. Gretchen, you're 73% Scandinavian, 22% German, 5% British. I'm 51% Korean, 31% Scandinavian, 18% German. Dad's face was doing something I'd never seen before. Korean? Yeah, Dad, Korean. Funny thing about that Scandinavian and German percentage, though. Almost like we share one parent. Want to guess which one? Mom had gone pale. Dad was staring at her like he'd never seen her before. Gretchen was shaking. No, you're lying. Mom, tell him he's lying. Mom's silence said everything. The explosion was immediate. Dad demanding answers. Nolan trying to process. Extended family unsure whether to leave or grab popcorn. But Gretchen? Gretchen turned on me with pure rage. You ruined everything. You couldn't just accept your place. You had to dig and pry and... My place? What place was that, Gretchen? The adopted charity case you tormented for 20 years? The fake family member you used as your personal punching bag? That place? I'm the real daughter. Have always been. You've always been a liar, just like Mom. Mom finally found her voice. Living room. Now, just the immediate family. The extended family scattered like roaches, except Grandma, who patted my shoulder and whispered, "Good for you, dear. Secrets are cancer." In the living room, the truth came out. Mom had an affair 28 years ago, got pregnant with Gretchen. Dad forgave her, raised Gretchen as his own. 2 years later, another affair, different man. Korean graduate student, me. I couldn't lose my family again, Mom sobbed. Your father, he said he'd stay if we never spoke of it. If we raised you both as ours. But you told Gretchen, I said. I never. She's known for years, Mom. She's tormented me with it since we were kids. Mom turned to Gretchen, who was trying to disappear into the couch. I heard you fighting with Dad when I was 8, Gretchen whispered. He called Kai your second mistake. I figured it out. And you used it as a weapon, Nolan said quietly. He'd been silent until now. All these years you tortured Kai with something that applied to you too. It's not the same, Gretchen screamed. I was raised here. I belong here. He's just... What? The second affair, baby? As opposed to the first? I stood up. We're both products of Mom's lies, Gretchen. The only difference is I didn't know it, and I didn't use it to destroy someone else's sense of belonging. Dad hadn't said a word. Just stared at Mom with 28 years of betrayal on his face. I left them there, went home, turned off my phone, but I knew this wasn't over. Not by a long shot. Update 1. 2 weeks of chaos. Let me catch you up. First, my phone. 147 missed calls in the first 24 hours. 200 plus texts. Voicemail box full. Finally turned it on to find Mom. Please come home. We need to talk. Gretchen. You destroyed our family. Are you okay? Can we meet? Dad? Nothing. Radio silence. Various relatives with variations of WTF just happened. I responded to exactly one person. Nolan. Met him for coffee. So, he said, that was something. Yeah. How long have you known? 2 weeks. Getting the results, I almost didn't open them. Almost threw them away. Why didn't you? Because I was tired of doubting myself. Tired of Gretchen making me feel like an imposter in my own life. Nolan stirred his coffee. She called me, begging me to talk to you, says you ruined her life. I ruined her life? That's what I said. She hung up on me. We sat in silence. Then, Dad moved out. My stomach dropped. What? Moved in with Uncle Roger. Says he needs space to process. 28 years of lies, 2 affair babies. He's questioning everything. I didn't mean to. Stop. This isn't on you. This is on Mom and Gretchen for weaponizing it. But here's where things get interesting. Remember how I said Gretchen works at a bank? Well, turns out she's been telling everyone there about her adopted brother for years. Making herself the hero, the good daughter who includes the charity case in family events. Her coworkers started asking questions after Christmas. Why hadn't she mentioned he was adopted before? Why was it such a big deal at dinner? Gretchen, in her panic, made a crucial mistake. She told them I was lying about the DNA tests, that I was trying to steal her inheritance by making up stories about her being adopted too. One coworker, Miranda, happens to be married to my cousin. Small world. Miranda knew the truth, told others. Suddenly, Gretchen's victim narrative fell apart. But Gretchen doubled down, started telling people I was dangerous, that I'd stolen her DNA, technically true, and was trying to destroy her life out of jealousy. She even called my workplace, told HR I was mentally unstable and had violated her privacy. Thank God my boss is cool. I explained the situation, showed him the tests were from discarded samples, completely legal. He told HR to ignore any further calls from her. Then Gretchen made her biggest mistake. She went to Mom's house while Dad was picking up clothes, destroyed every family photo with me in it. Every single one. Baby pictures, Christmas photos, graduation shots, 26 years of memories, shredded. Mom came home to find Gretchen surrounded by torn photos, scissors in hand. Now he can't pretend anymore, Gretchen said. Now everyone will know he doesn't belong. Mom called the police, her own daughter, filed a destruction of property report. Gretchen was arrested. Released same day, but still, arrested. That's when I got the call from Mom. Crying so hard I could barely understand her. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I failed you. I let her hurt you. I knew she was cruel, but I thought it was just sibling rivalry. I didn't know she knew. I didn't know. You should have told us, Mom, from the beginning. I know. I was selfish. I was scared. Your father, he gave me a second chance after Gretchen. When I got pregnant with you, I thought he'd leave. But he said he'd raise you both as his if I never strayed again. And I didn't. I swear I didn't. But you also never protected me from her. Silence. Then, no, I didn't. I was so grateful she kept the secret. I let her get away with everything. I see that now. Where's Gretchen staying? I don't know, and I don't care. She's not welcome here anymore. Plot twist. But the real drama came from an unexpected source, Dad. Update 2. Dad finally called. 3 weeks of silence then. Can we meet? Just you and me. We met at a park, public, neutral. He looked like he'd aged 10 years. I owe you an apology, he started. For what? For knowing, for pretending, for letting Gretchen. You knew she knew? He nodded. She confronted me when she was 13, said she'd heard us fighting, knew you weren't mine, threatened to tell you if I didn't give her what she wanted. You let a 13-year-old blackmail you? I was protecting you. From what? The truth? From feeling exactly how you're feeling now, like you don't belong. I felt that way anyway, Dad, every single day, because of her. He broke down. This man who'd never shown emotion beyond sports anger, sobbing on a park bench. I'm not your biological father, but you're my son. You've always been my son. More than Gretchen? I raised her, fed her, clothed her, but every time I looked at her, I saw your mother's first betrayal. With you, I saw her choosing us, choosing to stay, choosing our family. That's messed up, Dad. I know, I need therapy, already started. But Kai, blood doesn't make family, choice does. And I chose you. I just did a crap job showing it. We talked for 2 hours, about the lies, the pretense, how he tried to compensate by being extra hard on me, to make you strong enough to handle the truth if it came out. That's backwards logic, Dad. I know that now. Then he told me something that changed everything. I hired a private investigator, found your biological father. My heart stopped. What? Dr. James Park. He's a professor now, married. 3 kids, lives 2 hours away, has no idea you exist. He handed me a folder, photos, address, phone number, whole life laid out. Why? Because you deserve the choice I never gave you, to know where you come from, to decide what family means to you. And Gretchen's? His face hardened. Died in a car accident 15 years ago. Your mother never told her. Holy crap, does Mom know you did this? No, and she doesn't need to. This is between us. Man to man, father to son. I took the folder, haven't opened it since. But back to Gretchen, because she wasn't done. After the arrest, she lost her apartment. Couldn't make rent without Mom and Dad's occasional help. Yeah, the golden child was still getting handouts at 28. She called Nolan begging for a place to stay. He said no. Called cousins. All no. Word had spread about the photo destruction, the arrest, the years of tormenting me. Finally, she showed up at my apartment. 2 a.m., drunk. Pounding on the door. You won. Are you happy? You won. I called the police. Again. Trespassing this time. But while they were arresting her, again, she screamed something that hit different. I was supposed to be the special one. The only one. Then Mom brought you home and everyone loved you more. The baby. The miracle. I was replaced. And there it was. The root of 20 years of hate. Not that I was adopted, but that I existed at all. The officer asked if I wanted to press charges. I said yes. She spent the night in jail. Got released on her own recognizance. But now she had 2 arrests in 3 weeks. That's when her job finally had enough. Bank teller with recent arrests? Nope. Fired. She tried to blame me for that too. Posted on social media about how her sociopath brother destroyed her life with fake DNA tests and manipulation. I responded with screenshots of the DNA results. Both companies. Full documentation. Tagged her employer for good measure. Post deleted within an hour. But screenshots are forever. Last week, she tried one more play. Showed up at Mom's work. Made a scene. Accused Mom of choosing the affair baby over her real daughter. Security escorted her out. Mom's boss suggested a restraining order. Mom called me crying again. I created this monster. I let her hatred grow because I was scared of losing her too. Now I've lost her anyway. You haven't lost her, Mom. She lost herself. I don't even recognize her anymore. The entitlement, the cruelty. Where did I go wrong? When you kept secrets, when you let her weaponize them, when you chose peace over protection. Harsh? Maybe true? Absolutely. But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. Remember that investigator's folder about my bio dad? Turns out I already knew him. Final update. So Dr. James Park, my biological father. I'd been staring at that folder for a week. Finally opened it last Tuesday, read every page, looked at every photo. Then I laughed, because life is absolutely insane sometimes. Dr. James Park, professor of computer science at the State University. 3 kids, married 20 years. Also, my freshman year introduction to programming professor. I'd sat in his class for an entire semester. He'd graded my papers, written me a recommendation letter for an internship, even told me once that I reminded him of himself at that age. Same drive, same curiosity about code. The universe has a sick sense of humor. I spent 3 days debating what to do, then decided nothing. Man has a family, a life. No need to blow it up with a surprise you have a bonus kid bombshell. But I did go to his office hours just to sit across from him knowing what I knew. Kai, good to see you. How's the startup life? We talked for 30 minutes about coding. Career paths, normal stuff. As I was leaving, he said, I always wondered what happened to you. Most students disappear after freshman year. But you stuck in my mind. Glad to see you're doing well. I almost told him. Almost. Instead, thanks, Professor, for everything. Closure without chaos, that's growth, right? But we're not here for my personal development. We're here for the Gretchen finale. The restraining order went through. Mom and I both have one. 50 feet, no contact. Gretchen, predictably, violated it within 48 hours. Showed up at Mom's house at midnight, not drunk this time, stone cold sober, with a U-Haul. I'm taking what's mine, she announced to the security camera. My childhood furniture, my photos, my inheritance. Mom called the cops. I watched it all unfold on the Ring notification. Gretchen arguing with officers. This is my house. I grew up here. That's my property. Officers explaining restraining orders. Gretchen not caring. He stole everything from me, my family, my life, my identity. Then she said something that made me actually feel pity. I've been the good daughter for 28 years. I kept the secret. I protected this family. I did everything right. And he just gets to destroy it all? Because of some DNA test? I was here first. The arrest was quiet this time. No screaming, no fighting, just defeat. 3rd arrest in a month. This time, the judge wasn't playing. 30 days jail. Mandatory therapy after release. Extended restraining order, 2 years. Nolan called me after the sentencing. She's broken, Kai, like actually broken. Mom visited her in jail. Says she just kept repeating I was here first over and over. She needs help. She needs to accept reality. We're both adopted. We're both affair babies. The only difference is how we handled it. No, I corrected. The difference is she always knew she didn't belong. She just made sure I felt it too. The family is split now. Some relatives think I went too far, that I should have handled it privately. Others say Gretchen had it coming after 20 years of cruelty. Grandma summed it up best. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Mom and Dad are in couples therapy, trying to salvage 30 years of marriage. Dad moved back home last week. They're taking it slow. I can't undo the affairs, Mom told me, but I can be honest now. Finally. Dad's trying too. Sent me a text last week. Want to learn how to change oil? Never taught you. Figure it's time. I said yes. Baby steps. Nolan's been the real MVP, checking on everyone, playing mediator, being the son and brother we need. You know what's funny? He said over beers last night. I'm the only legitimate kid and I'm the least messed up. What's that say? That honesty matters more than blood? Deep thoughts from the tech bro. We're healing. Slowly. Messily, but healing. Gretchen gets out next week. She'll go to mandated therapy. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it won't. She sent one letter from jail, through her court-appointed lawyer. Not an apology, just a question. Was it worth it? I wrote back, one word, yes. Because here's what 20 years of being called not real family taught me. Family isn't about blood, it's about choice. And the people who choose to love you, flaws and secrets and all, that's real family. Mom chose to finally protect me. Dad chose to see me as his son. Nolan chose to stand by me. Even Grandma chose truth over comfort. Gretchen, she chose hate. And that choice cost her everything. I still have that folder about James Park. Maybe someday I'll tell him. Maybe I won't. For now, I'm good with the family I've built. The one that chose me back. Blood doesn't make family. Love does. And spite? Spite just makes you alone. Edit, since everyone's asking, yes. I feel bad for Gretchen. No, I don't regret exposing the truth. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for someone is stop enabling their delusions. To those saying I should have confronted her privately first, I did. For 20 years. This was just the first time I had proof. And yes, I'm in therapy too. Turns out finding out you're the product of an affair, twice over, requires some processing. Who knew? Final thought. Secrets are poison. They don't protect anyone. They just delay the inevitable explosion. Tell your truths, people, before someone else tells them for you.